Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Raccoon City. I want to start this video off by just confirming a few little things from posts and comments. The first is the most important one. This world. Yes, I want this world, once it's completed, to be available for people to download. I want people to be able to walk around and experience Raccoon City in Minecraft. That's what I started this whole project for. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, I'm a big Minecraft fan, and to be honest, well, I'm going to walk off the edge here. I should not try and do this in this frame, I'm terrible at it. But yes, once this city is completed, that's what I want. I want this to be available so fans of both series can download this world and play it and tour it themselves and, well, do what they want with it afterwards. That's the plan. The other is with regards to my other videos. Those worlds are corrupt. I don't know why. The flat world one, I was thoroughly enjoying that. That's gone. It will not load up. And as for nomads, it didn't really take off like I thought. I've got another idea in mind. It's a little bit weird though, if I'm brutally honest. As for the full tour, I'm hoping to do that later in the week. Now, first of all, I want to show you how much I've done, but there is something I need to check first, because I noticed last time, okay, so this painting has stayed this time. All the others popped off. I don't know why, I don't know if that's a bug or what, but yes, these paintings just popped off, but this one I only put down yesterday. So, I'm glad to see that. Looks like it's been fixed and patched. It has been 3 weeks since the last video, and the reason is I absolutely hit this game solidly for about a week. Like 14 hours a day on some days, and I really just got into the thick of it, mining, doing all this, that and other. I also realised I'm a massive dumb idiot. All that searching for clay, for bricks. I have a villager trader hall back at my starter base. The guys trade bricks. I don't know how I can be so dumb. I genuinely don't. But let me show you what I've done so far. I could have just come out the hole in the wall. I just made this a quick access. So I've got this area now filled in. We've got this building in place. But I decided, because I've done this part of Raccoon City before in creative, I didn't want to go straight into tackling it. And I thought what I'll do is I'll take each game one at a time. So I got to here, which is, you'd come down here with Jill, and thought, no, let's get RE2 finished first. So I'll just quickly sleep, and then I'll show you what I've actually been up to. So this is the problem. I play this solidly for ages, and then I take a break away. What did I do? Oh yes, the subways and sewer areas. They are now... You know what, it's just easier for me to show you. Let's just head up here. Come along here. And down here, without smashing my face into the wall. So I made a few changes down here. I really could do with taking that stone out of there. But I kind of think it's fitting as well. And then I just replaced this wall with wool and then these with slabs, so it makes it look a bit more like a pipe. It's not 100%, but it kind of works. In here, this was already finished. I managed to patch that hole finally after 3 weeks. So in here is where you would come and you'd face the G Birkin, the G spawn that comes out of Ben. And hang on, let me just take a breather. I need to remember to breathe when I'm talking. So this room isn't finished, and the reason for that is I am waiting for the new copper upgrades. So I've got to go through all this and unwax it and shave it down. Actually, no, that one stays that colour. It's these. I just need to make sure these are all waxed. Then we step through here. There would be a item frame here. I'll put something in there. Oh yeah, I put these here to help disoxidize. So ignore these two won't be here. But you'd come through here, walk along here, down here. If Ada would drop down from somewhere up there. I need to find a way of putting a fence up there of some sort, because we don't know where Ada comes from. She just sort of plops down. But we got this area done, and managed to fill this up with water. I also managed to fit in a bit of redstone as well, so come through here. This is another part of the sewer system. The door's closed behind it. We can just hop up here. Oh, the professional I am. Please clear storage space. I know, laptop, you're knackered. So, and then we come into here, and you've got the little water treatment-y control-y room. And here's where you'd have the ladders that lead down to the basements. And this, I've left the minecart at the other end. I'll explain why there's a minecart there and not just a ladder that goes straight down. But, right, I'm actually just not sure. This should be spawn-proof. If it's too dark, I do apologise. But yes, it is spawn-proof. Good, 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 good. So yeah, this building is now done as well, along with the basement level. Okay, I can't go down there, but what I need to do is show the other side, where you end up with Claire. So, I'll see you over there. Okay, so what I've done here is I simply just put in some scaffolding. So eventually you would come all the way along here, so it's almost like an elevator, but not. So this leads back up to Chief Iron's office. I'm still not sure what I could and could not do with this doorway here. Would be nice to be able to create a triple piston or double piston door dropper, but I'll cross that bridge because I can't remember exactly what's under here. Yeah, and I'm not going to start digging it up now. So, yeah, I got the elevator shaft finished, and if we just head back down to the bottom, it is very slow, but we don't have flying machines, and quite honestly, I wouldn't know how to build one anyway. So this is the sort of dungeony corridor. I have actually made it higher than I think I did originally in my creative world. Why does it sound like I could hear something walking on copper? Oh, no. This is another thing. I need to go through this world and make sure it is spawn-proof, because I don't think it is in some places. So here we have Iron's Sanctuary, as he calls it. There's probably just a few little books I want to add in here, maybe the odd other little detail. But so far, I'm happy with the way this is. I'm hoping that when we get the copper lights, a lot of these lanterns will be replaced. So we've just got his little sink and his little furnace here, and whatever he does on his little mortuary table. Taxidermy, I believe it was. And if we head down here, this area is not spawn-proof, and I need to go, again, through with wax, and I'll probably change these out when we get the copper update. I've thrown down some leaf and mushrooms, because mushrooms, for those of you that know, they emit a light level of 1. So it keeps this area not too bright, and it does almost give that feel of a cave, but I'm hoping it's just going to stop stuff spawning. I have had a bit of an issue with creepers and zombies in this place, but pretty much it is just dripstone. There is a water pool above this, with black concrete. That is simply all this is. But yes, I need to come back through here, wax all this lot, and change these out. I think it could make it look a lot better. So if we head up here, you'd see Mr. X or William. I can't remember which scenario it is. I think it's Mr. X in one scenario and William in another. Or it might be. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played the original RE2. But yeah, they'd walk along there, and then you'd come here with Sherry, and she'd panic, and you'd run through here, open this door, and then Sherry would get sucked down there. Now, you can actually get down here, but I will show that after, because I've got to try and line all of this up, and I hear it. He's above me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it adds to the sound and the ambience, but definitely need to do something about that. So yes, this is Claire's section. I've still got a few more details, just little bits just to add on these walls, I think. I can't remember. And these are expensive. It's a good job I've got quite a lot of quartz. So here's the other basement level. Yeah, that zombie is very close. And yeah, so with oh, I need a door here. Okay, right, fair enough. Oh, I haven't put the roof on. Oh. Right, okay. I'd completely forgot about that. Oh, ever the professional I am, ever the professional. But yes, that pipe is right there. You can see the trapdoor. So you've got through here with Sherry, come along here when there's a roof. Come in here, and then she would come along here. And eventually, you will be able to get in there. And as you can see, that's where I got up to with that. But, and it is quite bright down there. I don't know how I'm going to change that. So, at Leon's end, we had a minecart. Now, unfortunately, the way this build has come out, this part and Leon's part were, I think it was 90 blocks apart, which would have made a very, very long corridor. A very long, awful looking corridor. He's right above me, isn't he? I see that shadow. I see that shadow. But it's fine. We're all fine. So if we head down here, and here we go. Now this is just a little... I don't know why I did this. I hopped into a creative world. I was like, it would be nice to go back up, but instead of just having, like, you know, scaffolding go right down there, I thought, maybe if you stand here and just hold jump, then you can go back up. And then as you come back down, you just drop out again. I've got problems. So, and here's the T-junction. So a net you would see in here, if you're Leon and Ada. Again, waxing. Wax is... Oh my goodness, I'm really going to have to go through this whole thing again. But yes, if I was to hop in this minecart and just hold up, that will take me right up to the other side. And there's a hole in this wall here you might have just spotted. I'll show you why. That was the difference. It was a pretty big difference. And I'd actually mapped it as well. And I thought, you know, oh, I can't. It would just look stupid. So I'll do the whole minecart thing. Probably it might be better if I put a dispenser up there, actually. Food for thought. But yes, ended up digging this down more a few levels. Also, with walls, I kept getting a gap between the copper bulbs and the wall. Right there, you can see it. But luckily, stairs, when placed sideways, it covers the gap, but it doesn't pull the wall out like a block does. So that's kind of just a little cheat, So yes, all this I pretty much did in 1 week, and I've still got a few little trapdoors here and there to get. Copper is again something that's now becoming a bit of a problem. I have got the trial chamber right beneath me, which is not too bad, but have they changed the sound of netherite? That sounds different to me. Right, let me just eat and blow out your eardrums. Noisy. So, as you can see, I've made a start on mapping out the entire sewer system. So this is where I've got up to build-wise. Again, still a few little bits here and there, just detailing mainly. I need to go up there then and find where things are spawning. I can see them now. I've made a mob farm. Oh, hey, buddy. Don't do it. I will murderize your face. Right, so you'd come through here. Eventually what I'll do is this will all be mossy cobble or the mossy brick. Here's where you'd get the wolf medallion, and this will be eventually. This is just a rough. This is all rough, just lineups. A ladder that you'd climb up to the vent. I'm going to look this guy in the eye and get absolutely pasted, aren't I? So then, yes, you come down here. There's going to be a gateway here that you'd walk through. These are just to symbolise where the separations are in the walls. That will be... What will that be again? Oh, a pipe. So, yeah, there will be a pipe there. And I believe there was another one, but I can't remember where. So, here's where you'd put the two medallions. And here's where you'd come through to the, oh hello guys, to this room with the rotating platform. So you'd run along here, use the valve here, the platform comes down, you cross, you go over there, and that will take you, hang on, how am I going to do this? I think I can get round this way. I can, because I've not done any of the walls yet. This is where you come through to where the crocodile alligator would be. That's a nice boss. You can hear my beacon above me, finally. I don't know why I haven't got regen. Which then leads round into this back room here. Now I need to link this room here, because this is the waste disposal. And that's where Sherry drops out. But the sewage dump also, I need to somehow line up, which will be the top of this room. So you'd come, no, actually no, it wouldn't be that bit. What am I talking about? It's this bit. You get to here, you come in here, Sherry is there, and along here there's a ladder that takes you up to the second floor, where you then use the thingy again, and then you can cross to the top, which is where you encounter Annette. She either shoots at Ada or Claire, and eventually that will be the vent that leads to that vent. So I have got a rough idea of things lined up and mapped up, but again, this is all just mock. Most of this was just digging, and I got to the point where I was just like, you know what, I'm not digging the whole damn thing out, because when it gets to the underground lab, the hive, that's going to be about there. No, it isn't. Hang on, brain, come on. Either way, when it comes to the lab, I'm going to have a lot of digging to do. So once you put the medallions in here, this gate becomes unlocked, and you would come through into another little cavernous area, come down and through here, and this is where you would find the cable car. Now, I have no idea how I'm going to do this, because the cable car will bring you out at surface level, and currently we are not at surface level. That is surface level, this is not. So I'll probably design the cable car, and then when you get inside there'll probably just be a minecart that will take you through a black tunnel, just like I did over there, to simulate it. He says in air quotes. And I'm thinking what I'll do is I will have that minecart travel all the way along here, all the way up here. You could probably see the netherrack already, to here, which I will then bring up to this level, and then dig all of this lot out here. So square off this entire mountain part, fill in these holes here, so when it comes out, at least there shouldn't be too much digging to do. But yes, I've got a lot of work left to do. But yeah, as you can see, I have done quite a bit, and unfortunately it did burn me out a little bit. Like I say, 12-14 hour days when I did get on it. I'd literally grinded for a few hours and then came building, sat staring at screenshots, and you know how it is building. What else have I done? Because I have done more than that, apart from all that digging and all those other little builds. I do need to go and light that up though. Oh yes, so if we go up here, I've covered up the roofs, so it's not perfectly detailed, but it just means when you're flying over it, it looks more like a city. I will probably add more things like the pipes, aircon units on top of these, some drainage pipes. Done the copper roof as well as filling this in to the point where I need to decide what's going to be going where. But I don't really want to approach that just yet until I've looked at Outbreak File 1 and 2 in retrospect to see what might and might not fit there. And I think that about covers everything I've done thus far. Thus far. Don't I sound intellectual all of a sudden? But yes, it's getting there. Torches. These are all. This is all minor things I need to go through when I'm starting to mob proof it and just do the final touch-ups and details. I want to get the initial builds in place first and then do a massive walkthrough. But yeah, That's it. I don't know what else to say and tell you. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've still got more resources to go for, and the fact I've now got access to bricks. I've always had access to bricks. I'm just dumb. Just a massive, big thicko. So, where was it now? Yeah. I could just trade them. I've got infinite supplies. I don't know. I don't get it sometimes. But yeah. Copper, we're not too bad with. Wax is kind of okay. I think I have been AFK at this yesterday before I went on Phasmo again. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's filled up quite a lot. Well, that's my next job. And yeah. I didn't need to go and get all that clay. I really didn't. That's another thing. A lot of time has been wasted because I just didn't think. And it sucks, really. It really does suck. Oh yeah, also I had to make this little platform because I was sick. I have burnt through so many rockets. So many rockets. But yes. Right, have you got anything of any? No, not really. Okay, not a problem. But yes, we are getting there. The underground is next. Claire's and Leon's start, like Act 1 of the game, is completed. A few little touch-ups here and there, but it's completed. And I'm looking forward to hitting the sewers, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I don't want to burn out again. I really don't. But I wanted to make a video today just to show what I have been doing and, yeah, basically set the record. I want this free. I want this world to be free once it's completed for people to download on the marketplace. I don't know if there's a way of incorporating into Java. I'm sure there is. I don't have the technical aspects to do that. But that is my goal. That is the point of this. If it ends up needing a charge, I would be happy with like £1 for it to download. I'm not going to be one of those that sticks this on the marketplace for like, I don't think they do the coins anymore, but I'm not going to stick it like, this may be 2-3 years of my life of work to do. But that's my choice. That's my choice, and I want to share this with people. So if it comes down to a price, £1. But ideally, I want this to be free. And who knows? By the time I get it finished, if I eventually get it finished, maybe we'll have some new blocks I can use to come back and replace some of these. Maybe there'll be a way of doing cars that don't look dumb. I don't know. But we'll have to see. But again, thanks everyone so much for watching, and thanks for being patient with this project. It is a big project and it is difficult. Get out of my face. You're in my screenshots, sir. But no, if you're liking where this is going and you're enjoying it, please share it with people. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you've got any suggestions for cars. I'll happily take it. I'll happily check it. As for Phasmo, there may be a couple more videos coming. I'm really getting back into enjoying it and playing it. I've also been on Subnautica as well, but I don't know if I'd have to start all over again, which I did, and I thought that may be a little bit boring. But we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Take care. Be good people. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.